Okay, how have you used AI until now? Open up ChatGPT or Claude in a browser or an app, ask questions, copy-paste the answers, maybe upload a file and ask it to make changes to it. So essentially, you are still doing the work with AI guidance. But now, with Claude Cowork, you can just ask it to do the work for you on your computer. This is something that has genuinely increased my productivity by 10 times. It manages my desktop, organizes files, rewrites documents, prepares presentations, and even fills out forms on browser if needed. All of this while I grab some coffee or lunch like a real personal assistant. In this video, I'm going to talk about Claude Cowork, a real leap in AI use cases. How can you set it up? How can you use it to improve your productivity and much more? So let's get started. First, let me show you how to set up Cowork on your machine, and then I'll give you a deep dive on what it is and how to use it. To be able to work on your computer, you need the Claude desktop app that's installed on your computer. So just download it from the Claude website. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check it out. Once downloaded, log in with your credentials. And here's a slightly sad part. Claude Cowork is currently available only for paid users. It costs $20 a month, but trust me, time is money, and for the time I have saved with Cowork, it's genuinely worth it. This is absolutely not a sponsored video, just my honest thoughts. Now in the Claude desktop app, you will see 3 tabs at the top: Chat, Cowork, and Code. I'm going to switch to Cowork tab. Looks like another chat interface, right? It's just that. Here, you select a local folder on your computer where you want Cowork to work off of. It'll have access to only that folder. You can provide as much as little access that you want. From here, it's just about asking Claude to do something for you. Alright, now that we have set it up, let's start with some demos. Let's start with something simple and then we'll build our way up. Scenario 1. Messy downloads folder. I've got over 6 months worth of random downloads, PDFs, images, spreadsheets, random text files with weird download names. I can't even tell what file is what. I'm gonna ask Cowork to organize it for me. I'll select the downloads folder and I'll tell Cowork, sort everything in this folder by type. Rename files with clear descriptive names depending on the content of the file. If content is unknown, give a generic but understandable name based on the existing title. Put documents in one subfolder, images in another, spreadsheets in another. Put duplicates in another folder which I can verify and delete later. Given these hundreds of files, it would take me at least a day to organize them. Instead, Claude reads every file, figures out what it is, renames them, creates the folder structure, and moves everything. I just gave the instruction and went for a break. I came back to this wonderfully organized, clean folder that would have taken me hours. This is exactly the kind of high-friction, low-creativity task that Cowork was built for. Now let's try something more complex and interesting. Scenario 2. Expense reports from receipts. I've got a folder full of receipt photos, coffee shops, Ubers, office supplies. Now a task for Cowork is, I'll say, go through all of these receipt images, extract the vendor, date and amount from each one, and create an Excel spreadsheet with all the data sorted by date with a total at the bottom. Claude looks at every image, pulls the data, builds a real spreadsheet with working formulas, and saves it right there in your folder. Now I can do the reverse too. Let's say there are multiple Excel files with thousands of rows of data which needs to be scanned, corrected, and updated. Instead of spending hours of manual effort, I can tell Cowork to go look at these Excel files, update the columns based on my needs, create a summary report, and provide insights from the files. I can even ask Cowork specific questions from those files, like if these are Excel files of my spending transactions, I can ask, how much did I spend on restaurants and dining between January 1st and January 31st on weekends? Complex questions answered in just a few seconds. You can do the same thing with PDFs, notes, Word documents, and much more. Okay, I think you get the idea. You can now play with Cowork for your needs. But there are two important features that just take the Cowork to another level. That's one, connectors, and two, browser integration. So let me quickly show them to you in action directly. Connectors, which are also available on other AI services like ChatGPT, lets Claude talk to external services like Google Drive, Slack, Notion, Jira, Asana, and 100 more. So this way, while you're working locally on your files, you can also connect your Google Drive and work with those cloud files together. I can even say things like, I have some meeting notes in my Notion page titled Meeting Prep for Google Call. Go read it and create a presentation for me in my Documents folder. This way, I've integrated my multiple workflows together with Cowork. To add these connectors, go to Settings, then Connectors, and browse what's available here. In Cowork, connectors get extra power because Claude can combine external data with local file access. Now for my other most favorite feature, browser integration. This is done so well with Cowork, unlike others. You see, ChatGPT or Perplexity, to be able to browse internet through AI, they created their own browsers, Atlas and Comet. But Claude, to access your local browser, simply created an extension called Claude in Chrome. So you simply install this extension to any Chrome-based browser, and this connects your Claude desktop to your browser. Now watch what I can do with Cowork. I'll ask something like, go to Amazon.com and find me when my latest order is going to arrive. Cowork will understand what it needs to do, open browser, navigate to Amazon, find my order, look up the delivery, and provide me the results. I could have done this specific task by myself, but the idea is, let's say you are updating a long form on your browser based on the information from your local files. Or just say you are planning a team outing and you have files on your local device with budget details, employee details, dietary restrictions, etc. You can ask Cowork to find a restaurant in Seattle for so many people with such restrictions within certain budget, combining the local data with browser power. It can even create calendar invites and agenda later on your computer locally. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Claude's YouTube video even showed a use case where you can renew license online. That's insane, right? One pro tip before closing, there is an option to specify your overall instructions like tone, formatting, some basic informations like that. It's called Global Instructions. This is under Settings, Cowork, Global Instructions. When you specify something here, Cowork will honor these instructions all the time. For example, I've put something like, always confirm with me before deleting any files. However good it is, I don't want it to go delete any files without confirmation. So customize it to your needs. Alright, Claude Cowork is one of those tools that I recently integrated into my workflow and I have been enjoying it a lot. And I wanted to share the tool with you too. I know it's paid and that may be a deal breaker for many, but for those who really benefit, may find it worth the investment. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Also comment below some interesting use cases that you have tried with Claude. I'm looking for inspirations too to use in my workflow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.